Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I Man here from the Block Render, MetaZone, Roby, and MScribe, and today we're going to be talking about some more AI plays.
Yeah, man. So something has been happening, right?
Yeah, Deepseek has tanked everything.
Yeah, it's balls deep, I guess, into like the AI zeitgeist for I don't know, many reasons. We talked about it like a week or so ago, right? You've been personally interfacing with Deepseek, I guess, integrated AI apps over the last couple of weeks.
Did we talk about it?
We just mentioned it. It's like, hey, man, this Deepseek thing is like actually way better than OpenAI's models, just based on our own personal usage, right? Utilization.
Yeah, not only is the output better, but it's like 97% cheaper.
Yeah. So we're like, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
You know, after everything we've been hearing about OpenAI's dominance and stuff, and this like, you know, out of nowhere Chinese curveball. It's like, dude, we can do everything you guys are doing, but better and cheaper. And it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Right? There's some disruption happening, I guess.
Yeah, so this is a huge disruption to the AI industry, but I don't know, people are somehow linking it to Bitcoin and like all these like unrelated events.
Well, I mean, AI has its like I'm saying, this is the AI super cycle, right? We've been talking about it for a month now on this channel.
Right.
In context of crypto, right? The AI super cycle beyond crypto has been going on now for a couple of years, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
So AI is ingrained into like our social fabric at this point, right? Everybody's like aware of its existence. Everybody's preparing for like the inevitable disruption.
Yeah.
As a result of it. So whenever something like this occurs, expect volatility, right? Expect panic, in other words.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's job is at risk here to a certain extent.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at this tweet here. So AI bubble popped. And so I definitely recommend you guys read this tweet, but I want to highlight something at the very end here. It says, Nvidia has been at the forefront of the AI boom, much like Cisco. So he uses a parallel. Cisco was for the internet revolution. However, history was shown that the over-reliance on speculative demand and the oversaturated market can challenge even the most dominant companies. So as a result of DeepSeek releasing and people understanding like its potential and like why you should use it because it's so cheap and it's more powerful, all of a sudden Nvidia's GPUs don't seem as valuable, and so Nvidia's down 17%.
Yeah, but why? Because are they not using like any?
They're still using H100s over in China.
But the claim is that they're not using like as many of them. Is that what it is?
Correct, yeah.
And somehow we're still able to achieve some like optimal improvement.
Yeah.
As opposed to other like models that leverage more of Nvidia's hardware, right? So So what's the actual truth? What's the reality? I've seen the speculation in
if you're
the tinfoil hat conspiracy theories, like they're just hiding the fact like the Chinese government has all these like
maybe
GPU farms.
Quite possible.
This is just like a 5D chess move, maybe.
Maybe.
See, that's the thing. How do we get the confirmation, though?
But if they're spending all that money and then they're releasing this technology open source, it's sort of like, what's the point?
What's the point? Why would I do this if I'm the Chinese government and like?
Yeah, you're just like sinking a whole bunch of money just to undercut your competitor, the United States.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah, maybe this is
But let's assume that you could create very efficient models with a lot less hardware. So if you're Elon with Colossus, you have all this like superpower. Well, figure out what the Chinese did and leverage the superpower, because there's no way they can build Colossus, right?
And it should be that much better, right?
It should be that much better.
Yeah, so that's where the scramble is happening, I guess. There's like a rift, I guess, now in the dynamics between like ideologies of like, what is the best way, I guess, moving forward from this? I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but yeah, Shaw steps in here with like, I guess, if you don't know who Shaw is, but
yes.
Oh yeah, after this. So yeah, Nvidia tanked as a result of this, down 17%.
17%. So it lost $560 billion in market cap,
which is one hell of a nuke.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe these types of tech stocks needed a little bit of like a cool down anyways, so this is just like a nice catalyst for that, right?
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean like anything.
Yeah, Nvidia
really.
is definitely not done here.
Yeah, Nvidia's fine. The AI like infrastructure market, I'm sure, will be fine as a result of this.
Yeah, so you're saying Shaw comes in with a tweet, stronger models are always good for AI agents. And this is a pretty long tweet, so again, I recommend reading it. But ultimately, any improvement in like AI models
Yeah.
is always good for AI agents, because all of a sudden you just switch APIs,
Yes.
they become super intelligent.
Especially here in crypto, right? Because we all know most of these frameworks, they're tapped in to like,
Yeah.
you know, what's being launched elsewhere, right? So all this means is like you're going to see like a very quick transition to adopting and integrating Deepseek, which
Yeah.
I think Deepseek has already been part of ELIZA for like a couple of weeks now.
Mhm.
The Tensor's out there tweeting, is like, hey, this subnet, that subnet has now integrated with So what? Yeah, all that means is the actual product of these AI
it's just better.
ecosystems have improved. Right?
Yeah. And it's significantly cheaper, so business models get
That's true.
adjusted. All of a sudden, it's a lot cheaper to do something that was like more complex, require more CPU, and now it's just more efficient for a business.
Yeah, but I think it does. So here's Mark Andreessen adding more coals to this. Like,
Yeah. DeepSeek R1 is AI's Sputnik moment.
yeah, so if you get a refresher course on Sputnik,
Yeah.
what was that exactly? That was like when Russians launched like a satellite in space, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like first, maybe?
It was first on their way to go to the moon.
Right. That was the ultimate mission, is to get to the moon. But
Yeah.
like Sputnik was like, oh shit, Russia is beating the United States. And it's like, we need to pour coals, right?
Yeah.
Because we can't lose to Russia at anything, right?
Yeah, for sure. If assuming the Chinese are that much far ahead in terms of efficiency and all that stuff, you need to take this as like a shots fired.
Kind of, yeah.
And
I think so.
And everyone at OpenAI needs to level up and figure out what they did. If or maybe they have like 10 Colossus over there.
Or maybe OpenAI has like Sputniks in the closet that they haven't really like released yet. Remember,
maybe so.
Sam says they have AGI.
Yeah.
He's like, ha, you guys are impressed by this? Wait till you see, like, you know, Terminator come out. We got Terminators.
He's like warping inside the rooms.
Yeah,
like,
we have AIs literally like crying to be released.
Yeah.
And we have them all shackled.
Right,
Our servers.
Yeah.
Just wait till we unshackle them, and, you know, yeah, you guys don't even know. But this is part of the thing, right? There's been a tug of war all along.
Yeah.
Like, you know, one model will be killing it, and some other team or company will release something else, and that kills that, and then boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately this is very good for our space, right? This Web3 ethos of like open source AI development.
Sure.
Because it's a demonstration. You don't have to be one of these multi-trillion-dollar companies in a closed source model to
Correct.
compete in this market. You can be a much smaller organization with less resources and still compete. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think there was a tweet by one of the guys from All In Podcast. They're like, he said, I'm gonna say the soft thing loudly. And he says, investing in AI hardware is like a money sink. And I'm paraphrasing.
Hold on.
And so like, and putting all this money on like this huge hardware infrastructure, all of a sudden Chinese comes in, they do it at 10% the cost. And it's like, you know, why did I invest billions of dollars into this hardware? For what? Right. So yeah, that's like, he's been saying that for 2 years now.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at this Virtuals protocol tweet. Virtuals is expanding to Solana. So we go from Base to Solana.
Yeah, so this is more so, okay, let's recenter on what's happening in our space, right? Okay, so DeepSeek's out there. And like we just said, I think this is good for any AI ecosystem that's trying to, you know, release their agent frameworks, build some sort of communal support model, whether it's tokenized, incentivized or not, like Vitensor is. Or whether it's just some sort of open source movement like AI 16Z is. Nonetheless, it's still trying to compete in a sense. Not necessarily compete, but leverage what's happening in the Web 2, like infrastructure space, and bring like this Web 3 wrapper around that, right? So if we're saying this DeepSeek moment is really like an elevator for the entire ecosystem across the board, you know, it makes all these different AI ecosystems, I guess, that much more viable, right?
Yeah.
Down the line.
Yeah.
So virtuals we've covered over the last month or two, and it's been like a base exclusive. Now there's kind of like a disparity between like which of these blockchains are going to have the most valuable network effects in relation to these AI ecosystems. So you got Solana with AI 16Z, you had virtuals on Base, and you're not really seeing that much happening outside of those two ecosystems so far.
Yeah.
Right.
And so Virtuals is like, you know what? Who cares what chain it's on? Let's just leverage all the chains.
Yeah, I guess. I think the idea here is not to really be like
a maxi
tribalist. Yeah.
Oh my! You can't be a maxi in crypto.
Yeah, I think people are slowly
I thought
realizing
that's the only way to be man.
What it's some way. People seem to appreciate maxi mentality, right?
Yeah.
Maxi energy, but I think that's not the way to go.
Right.
I think the idea is to embrace this whole cross-chain ecosystem.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? So virtual is expanding to Solana. I mean, that's the big headline here.
Yeah.
Right? So
Shaw is saying season 1 is over, season 2 begins now.
Yeah, this is. I think we should probably watch this, right, to see what all the hype is about. I don't know if the music is being captured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we would get copyright anyways, right?
Yeah, we would.
Okay, well then just watch these visuals. This is them announcing that their V2 is getting essentially closer. If you don't know who we're talking about AI16Z, the leading Solana ecosystem. I guess up until now that virtuals is like coming into their space.
Yeah, man, we're already in season 2.
What do you mean?
I felt fast.
How many seasons do you think there's going to be? That's the real question.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there's going to be 4 seasons to this, to be honest. I think we're at season 2.
Okay.
So we got a couple more left, I think.
So this is the second quarter of the game.
Correct. Yeah, if you're talking sports analogies now, we got 4 quarters in this AI super cycle, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we just went through the first quarter where it's bang, things are blowing up, pinging everyone's radar. It's we all need to become hyper aware of what's happening.
Sure.
Now it's okay,
now we need to move on beyond chatbots.
For sure, yeah. Then it's really cementing the infrastructure layers of all this. That's season 2, right, or quarter 2.
Yeah.
And I think Q3 is actual insane agent deployment and things that aren't just chatbots, right? These are agents that actually start to do productive things.
Right. So do you think the fourth quarter is everything just goes down and it's
No,
over? Or
I think that's where things get silly and stupid and overly exuberant and basically everyone's mom and grandma and grandpa has their own personal agent.
Yeah. So Hank Schrader just launched a Solana token.
I think that was a hack. That was it wasn't a real thing.
What?
That was a hack. Yeah.
But it was a picture of Hank.
Somehow that may have been an AI picture of him potentially.
Damn,
he
literally went on, good picture.
Yeah, he went on his Twitter account and posted a video said he got hacked. So that was
wow.
No. Actually got be careful out there, guys.
That's crazy. So was there a contract address associated with that tweet? Because I didn't see.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
There was.
It was a legit Hank or Dean Norris meme coin on the market. Hacked his account, posted a picture of him holding up the contract address.
What a crazy AI use case.
Yeah, I think that was a deep fake image, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, so really be careful out there, guys. That's what I mean by shit's going to get silly in fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's pretty silly.
Well,
yeah, I can see people just aping into that just because
it's fucking Hank.
Yeah, it's Hank.
You should have done fucking
Hank. They should have said Hank, not Dean.
Hank token?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, dude. I totally agree. All right. But so quarter 4, that's where things get scary and
yeah,
you gotta be ready to push that eject button as quick as possible.
Once you feel scared, that means sell everything.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so here's the reason why we're doing this video, right?
Well, I mean, everything is
one of the
there's no
reasons.
One reason. It's a good video, guys. The
Yeah.
whole thing.
From start to finish.
Yeah.
All right, Nous Research. Recent AI breakthroughs challenge the status quo narrative, and that only closed mega labs have the ability to push the frontier of superintelligence. Today, we announced Noose Psyche, built on Solana.
Very nice. So, I mean, this is another thing we've been talking about for months now, Nous Research, and it's permeates throughout the entire Web3 crypto space. A lot of people don't realize a lot of the existing frameworks leverage a lot of Nous Research's contributions, specifically with Hermes and these different models that they've generated. But now this is what I've been kind of speculating for a while now. At some point, they're going to come out and release their Web3 play.
I'm curious as to why they chose Solana over Base over any other Ethereum. Why?
I mean, Solana has the juice.
Sure. Is that? But I want to know if that is the reason.
I think that has to be the reason for now, at least. I don't think Solana in any way is some sort of performant choice
Yeah.
You know, like somehow this is like Solana was just architected and designed perfectly to support like on-chain AI
Correct. Right.
in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this could easily be viable on ICP or
So
on, you know.
so choosing Solana is just like a momentum thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think this is just a furthering of our understanding of the invisible hand.
Yeah.
Placement is firmly on Solana's grasp right now.
Yeah. So here's that blog post. So all this stuff here, you know, you guys need to read it, right?
Please read this
Yeah.
to understand it technically, but we're going to show you guys a new project that just launched. Why I think it's a prudent decision to keep your eyes on Noose and, you know, in anticipation of eventual token drop. Because guess what? A token just dropped literally a few hours ago as of this recording on Base.
Yeah, we're going to show you what that looks like. And Base says Deepseek is on chain. It says Ask Venice just launched a platform that lets anyone chat, create, and code with top LLMs. And with API access, AI agents can tap into it as well. Infinite intelligence on Base.
Yeah, so they're immediately after this is Venice.
Yeah, so we're building a central infrastructure for AI agents, devs, and third-party apps, private, uncensored, inference at zero marginal cost through our API. So the way they do their tokenomics is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I could just kind of go through this tweet thread, see if they say anything interesting here or not.
So the Venice API provides a private, uncensored alternative to OpenAI. It says Base has emerged as the hub for AI agents economies. Another focus on AI agents is critical here too.
Yeah.
Build AI agents with our private, uncensored API, and then that's the final tweet.
Okay, so specifically, like, who is behind this initiative, I think, is of probably what is the most important thing here.
Yeah, it's Eric Vorhees.
This guy.
Yeah, so he did Shapeshift, which was an exchange, and I think they also released a hardware wallet.
Yeah, he just has a lot of, I guess, fame and clout in this space, right? I just looked up his notable history. He sold like a Bitcoin casino back in 2013 for like 120,000 Bitcoin or something like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's one hell of a trade.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And then like other notable contributions to the space, right? So as a result of this token launch, I mean, literally like within a few hours, we're talking going from virtually nothing, maybe like 1 million or 2 million market cap starting point to what's it at today? Or
right now the market cap is 183 million.
Yeah, man. So this is the type of stuff that happens if you're not paying attention, right?
Yeah,
literally like 100x in like an hour or two.
That's right.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
that's quite the pent up like demand. 141 million in volume. It's pretty crazy, right? So this is, I mean, it's not like it's now. Let's factor what this token is and, you know, what is it competing against in the market?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's ultimately what people want to know.
Yeah, so we're talking about Venice being a platform for developers to use. What other platforms can people use? Virtual's protocol.
Yeah, which just started off on Base, but like we just said, expanding to Solana.
And their peak market cap was at $4.5 billion.
Yeah, so we're talking what, like a 20x, 20 to 30x, like potential contingent on the market, refactoring and reestablishing like this AI agent ecosystem as like this is what needs to be like further developed. And
so this is what you mean by quarter two, right? So this is like quarter one's like discoveries, like what you know, we're building AI stuff and agent stuff, and it's like
and then at the end of quarter one is like that stuff really took off. That's where the awareness ping happens, right? So quarter two is like this stuff is cooling off now.
It's cooling off, right?
Yeah, let's look at AI 16Z, another one. Same thing. They were building during Q1, took off, cooling down because it's Q2 now, right? Second quarter. But this means other like ecosystems can start to emerge, right? Such as Venice and Noose itself, which you know, we're assuming at some point will launch its token.
Yeah, and of course Coinbase is coming in with the Coinbase wallet swap for the Venice token. So that's triple V's, by the way, in 5 seconds flat.
Yeah, so I mean, already Coinbase is out here, you know,
max posting.
Yeah, showing its affiliation to this project. I mean, for obvious reasons, right? Eric Vorhees, he's a big figure in the industry. Here he is choosing Base as his platform of choice for his now AI agentic crusade. It's a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah.
And something, you know, the Base ecosystem probably needed as far as like a new flame, new beacon of light. right? Because a lot of the action is happening on Solana.
That's right. That's right.
And so
Yeah, you gotta compete. You gotta battle.
Yeah, we got another war brewing here, right? Which, the market typically tends to like this stuff. We do too.
Yeah.
Wars, competition is good.
It's entertaining.
Not just entertaining, it's productive. Competition is like the source of progress.
Yeah, thank you, China.
Yes, thanks China for exposing to reality. It's like, you know what? Like, this shit can be done better.
Yeah.
So don't get complacent and
Yeah.
be aware of the little man who they could just come in and snipe you.
Dude, becoming complacent is such a hidden danger.
Yeah.
You could easily become complacent, all of a sudden you get blockbustered. And you're forgotten.
You get like Netflix, basically?
Yeah, Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, if you're Blockbuster, whatever. You get Netflix.
Right.
And like somebody who just shows up and is like, I got a better model than you guys. Even though you're like on every corner.
That's right.
You're literally everyone's Friday night activity.
Yeah. You look forward to going to Blockbuster and picking up tapes.
Those were great times. And somehow that lost.
And DVDs.
I mean, it lost to a more efficient
efficient, yeah. Correct.
Which is exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing efficiency reign supreme.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for us. We talked about Venice. We talked about Noose and Eric Vorhees. And the great takeaway is we're in quarter 2. AI is not going to go away.
Yeah. Yeah, these new agent ecosystems are popping up. But definitely keep an eye out for Nous Research. I think that one will probably do some numbers whenever that token. I mean, it's not like confirmed. We're speculating. Just like we speculated that at some point Vitenter subnets would tokenize. It's happening right now.
That's right.
So that's another thing to keep your eyes on. But yeah, Q2 should be interesting. And then Q3, things should get really interesting. I think that's when we see actual agents in the metaverse.
Start doing stuff.
Yeah, making actual billion-dollar economies
Dude,
really
I can't
quickly.
wait. I cannot wait.
That would be one hell of a way to end this market cycle.
Yeah. All right, guys, if you guys find anything interesting in the crypto space that you want us to take a look at, let us know in the comment section below. I appreciate you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.